Hello YouTube and Blender fans, another tutorial I welcome you to. This is a brake pot assembly design that we will continue with. We've done a couple of these now, and today I'm discussing specifically with you the airflow component of this assembly. So as you can see, I've got my brake treadle right here, my brake pot, and my brake drum with its insides. So we will design the airflow that when you hit this treadle, it opens up a valve that allows air to come through here and all the way into your brake pot. So what we'll start with and what we'll focus on primarily are your particle systems. Now what I'll do is I'll create an object right there, and I'll position it in a minute, but this is gonna be our starting particle system. So it's simple, just create an object there, Shift A, and then select cube. Alright, and I'm going to create another object. What I'll do to simplify matters, let's enlarge that. I get some wacky stuff going up here, but it's allowing me to continue on with it. So anyways, I will duplicate this. To bring up this screen, you hit T, see duplicate over there, hit duplicate, and then I'm gonna hit Z right away so that I can move the duplicate to somewhere around there. Let's just zoom in, GZ, raise it by something like that. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate that one again and move it on the x-axis. Alright, I'm just gonna lower it to about right there. Let's lower this one also, GZ, to around about there. And I think what I'll do for all of them is I will scale them. I'll have to scale them individually here. So scale, just a little smaller, and scale. Okay, so this is going to be our starting one. Now what we'll do here is we can assign a modifier, which is the particle system that I was talking about, to each one. Assign the particle systems, and the same to this one, assign the particle systems. Alright, now select your main particle. Now we can call this our air controller, if you will. Let's call it our air controller. Alright, and we will call this air 1, and for simplicity purposes we'll call this air 2. Alright, let's go back to our air controller. Now here in the in the particles tab over here, in our physics tab, I'm gonna change some things here, set some settings and so forth. These aren't too important for right now. We'll keep them at faces, it doesn't matter too much. Keep it at 200, the end time, start time at 1. That's fine. I'll just demonstrate how it works, so we won't worry about those too much. Now the important settings will be in this box right here. So for the main controller, we're going to select keyed, and see how it opens up a box here where you can add objects and your keys essentially. So we're gonna go add, and we're gonna add our first key, which is our air controller over there, air controller. Now mind you, also the list that we put in this box has to be in order. So if you want your air flow to be from point A, or air controller, to air 1 to air 2, it's got to reflect it over here from air controller to air 1 to air 2. Alright, so I'm gonna, okay, let's do the other ones. Let's add air 1, and let's add air 2. Alright, good. So those are the ones. I've added air 1 and I've added air 2. Now let's go back to your air control. Oh, okay, we're still in our air controller, sorry about that. In our air controller, I don't want it to show, so I'm gonna hit emitter, and Now this main controller also, mind you, is going to be the one determining certain parameters such as color. Let's go into color right here, add a new color. Let's call it air controller output, the color that it puts out, and let's make it red just so we could see it for now nice and clearly. I'm gonna go on Halo here, and I'm gonna change some settings in Halo. So the first thing I'm gonna change here is our size in Halo, and I'm gonna change it to 0.5. Actually, let's see if I can make it smaller than 0.05. Let's try that. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, I want to make it 0.05, and it's actually too small. Let's make it 2.50. The hardness we'll leave as is. We'll add a ring just so it stands nicely out there, and there we go. Let's see here, these ones. Now your air 1, we're gonna go into your physics tab here, we're gonna hit emitter. Important settings for air 1 and air 2 is you want to have this at no, this one here at none, this one at none. I'm gonna make them all none, and like I said, this emitter is unchecked. I'm gonna copy it over here. None, emitter, none, none. Alright, so we've got that, and I think let's give it a shot. Let's see what it does. Oops, let's start it over here. And okay, so you see how it's moving? It's not too clear, and it's because I want to increase my density. So let's go find our air controller here. And let's go to the physics tab again, and I'm gonna increase the density in terms of the number of particles. Let's make it 5,000. There we go, nice and solid. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it out. See its flow. Nice, and it's going all the way over there, so I can even drag this one into my my brake pot. You see how the cubes are not visible. Well, if I render it, let's say hit render F12, and you'll see, okay, it's just rendering there, so you can see that the cubes are not visible. Now the only problem is it's over here, which I don't understand, and that's probably because I haven't aligned it. See? Now that's a mistake I should have caught ahead of time. Let's make that smaller. Okay, let's just go air controller, select this one here and that one there. This one. I see I can't select it. Okay, so we'll select air controller, this one here, and only thing is I have to get that one out of the pipe, so let's go GX. Oh yeah, I don't really have to do it because it's still behind it. Okay, so air controller 1, selected that, select this one, go GY, and all the way into this there, GY, kind of just roughly centered. Okay, that's better. Okay, so if I hit F12 now and wait for it to render, you can see a solid stream now. Eventually what we can do is we can reduce that stream. We can make it look more like vapor or air. Like I said, for now's purpose, it's a matter of demonstrating it, and I'll demonstrate from the start again and show you what it looks like to direct your airflow. And there we go, you see, perfect. So that's today's tutorial. It's about how to make air flow in a pipe or in the directions you want it to flow, at what angles and so forth. In this case, we're applying it to our brake treadle, allowing air to pass through into our brake pot. That's it. If you got any questions or so, leave them for me in the comment section below. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.